Hello YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the Autel Nano Plus and a really big problem that Autel now has on its hands. If you've been following this drone since its launch, you will know that it has been plagued with issues. One of the most prevalent issues that this drone has been plagued with is its inability to meet its advertised speed of 15 meters per second. Now, why is this such a problem? It's a problem because people have an expectation that it will perform as good as a lot of other consumer drones that are available in this category right now. Mainly the Mini 1 and the Mini 2, which had really good wind resistance and really good speed. Now, that expectation is falling to the wayside as Autel silently went ahead and reduced the maximum speed for its sport mode on their website from 15 meters per second down to 13 meters per second. That change was met with quite an uproar, so much so that Ken from the Autel Facebook group released a statement that Autel would in fact fix this in a future update. So I was quite surprised at that because personally I thought to myself, well, why would Autel go through all the trouble of changing the official specifications of the drone if they believed it was something as simple as a firmware update? There must be some form of trade-off. Was it the ability for the drone to fly for 28 minutes? Was it a power delivery issue? Was it an incorrectly spec'd motor or an incorrectly spec'd prop? What was the trade-off that caused Autel to initially limit the speed, to go through the trouble to limit the speed in its specifications back down to 13 meters per second? I was skeptical, rightly so. The same Ken from Autel released a statement on the website, on the Facebook group today, that in fact this drone would not be getting a fix to bring it up to 15 meters per second. This is a huge deal because, like I said earlier, this drone has been flagged with issues. And if we're now learning that it's hardware limitations and not firmware limitations that are causing the issues with this drone, there are going to be an awful lot of angry purchasers. Now, I am a conversion to Autel. I've been flying DJI now for many years. This drone was, for me, the one that would be my go-to drone even in prosumer situations or professional situations. So what is the other problem that Autel has on its hands? This is going to be the drone that many people are going to purchase as a conversion between DJI and Autel. And if this drone fails, I believe so does Autel. And if they are not going to be transparent with the customer as to why they aren't able to achieve these specifications, they're going to be facing an awful lot of returns. The first batch of purchasers like myself from Autel pilots learned the hard way that returning to Autel pilots is near impossible. And I'm battling that out right now for the last 3 weeks. However, when this drone is released in the United States over the next couple of days, what they're going to find is that all of these people who are purchasing from BH Photo and Amazon and all these other websites are going to have a much easier return path. And I believe it's going to be a devastating blow to Autel in the States because a lot of these conversions from DJI to Autel will never go down this path again. Where do we go from here? I highly suggest that if you haven't already, file your PayPal dispute, file your credit card dispute, or start your return or cancel your pre-order until Autel gets this figured out. Autel, if you're listening, you need to become incredibly transparent, incredibly quick if you have any hope of reining this thing back in. Thank you.